Here we are in the village of Panga. As you can see, the buildings are primitive, but hope is alive. The children have the opportunity to learn, and we help by feeding a nutritious meal every school day. This is typical of the schools here in Angola. We'll go in and see what it all looks like.
Benches that they're sitting on.
The children are singing. They have beautiful voices. But as we get in, you'll see that the benches they sit on are just concrete and a piece of sheet metal. And this is what it looks like. They're sitting on concrete benches. They're on dirt floors, reed roof. And how many children are in here, Clint?
Escola tem quantas crianças?
Tem 48 crianças.
There are 48 children in this school.
48 children in the school here. And this is typical where JAM is feeding. These children are going to school and getting fed. And they'll be fed every day they're in school, and this encourages everyone to go to school. And they're adorable children, as you can see. And they're happy. They're beautiful voices when they sing. And they get a very good education. This globe we brought to them, just it was something we could blow up and give to them, and we showed the children where Angola is and where the United States is, where Michigan is. And Clint, after they finish up here, tell me about the adults. What do adults do?
Children normally go to a primary school level, sometimes up to a grade 8. But then once they start working, they'll start further their studies. Probably at least 60% of our workers for JAM are studying at night, doing adult education. So
Education.
On to get their grade 12, yeah.
Thanks. Education is very important to the people here. They see this as upward mobility. And as Clint was saying, when they start a job, when they get a job, they'll go to school nights. And they'll get a further education. Here, education is shown as the pathway to prosperity, pathway to getting a better school than this. It's quite inspiring to all of us that are here. And I didn't know that. 60% of the workers for JAM, now they have a job, they go to school nights. That's quite inspiring. What else can you tell me about it?
Yeah, just that they really hunger for education. There's, like I said, there's one teacher for all these children for three age groups. I think we take school for granted. They really want education, yes. And the opportunities aren't as many for them. That's
a good point. Imagine the challenge of teaching from grades 1 to 4 in one classroom. It's not easy for the teacher.
Can you ask the teacher?
The parents have to keep the children home if they're not fed. Parents have to keep the children home to do the farming. And you notice all the little ladies here. It's not typical in Africa that the women get educated, but here with the JAM program, the parents are motivated to send the children to school because the girls will get fed too. And educating the women doubles the intellectual capacity of the nation. Angola is at the point where they're going to start growing. They eventually will have prosperity. They absolutely have nothing but poverty now, and they'll need educated people to do that. We talked to the kids. One little girl hopes to be a doctor. A little boy wants to be a teacher. They all have great ambitions, and the children see the education as the way to a bright future. These kids sleep on a dirt floor in their primitive little mud and grass huts, but they all want to get educated. Laurie and I love these kids, and we see it as a great privilege to be able to provide hope to them. As you know, $50 a year will feed and educate a child, and it really isn't much compared to what it can do. So if you want to give some kids hope, and you have $50 off 500, off 5,000, off 50,000, this is something where you really make a difference.